She declared, "I'm engaged to someone else. We've been together for months. While still living in my home, I said, 'Best wishes to you both.' Then I had her removed by police that night and changed all the locks and security codes. When her fiancé arrived, demanding she be allowed back in, I, 38, male, got the news over dinner. My girlfriend of 4 years, Elise, 33, and I had been living in my house for 2.5 years. She'd cooked pasta, poured wine, set the table elegantly. I thought she might have landed a big job or something. Instead, she placed her hand on the table, flashing a diamond ring I'd never seen. "I have news," she said, beaming. Actually beaming. "I'm engaged to Marcus. We've been dating for months, and he proposed yesterday." I set my fork down, looked at her, the ring, then back at her. "You're engaged to another man while living in my house." "Yes, isn't it thrilling?" I wanted you to hear it first. The sheer nerve made me chuckle. "Elise, are you losing it?" "What? No, I'm in love. Marcus is everything I've dreamed of. And you're telling me this why?" She looked puzzled. "Because we share a home?" "Things will shift now, but I thought we could plan a smooth transition. Maybe I stay a month or two while Marcus and I find a place." I stood, walked to the counter, poured a whiskey, sipped, and turned to her. "Best wishes to you both." "Really? Oh, thank you. I was afraid you'd be angry. Elise, pack your stuff." "What?" "Pack. Your stuff. You've got 2 hours." Her expression shifted. "You're not serious." "I live here." "No, you lived here. Past tense. You just announced you're engaged to someone else. We're done. You're leaving. Tonight. That's illegal. I'm a tenant. You need to give me 30 days. You're not a tenant. You're a guest. Never paid rent, never signed anything, not on any bills. You're my ex-girlfriend, and I'm asking you to leave my property." "This is emotional manipulation. You're tossing me out with nowhere to go." "Call Marcus." "I'm sure your fiancé has a place." She grabbed her phone, started recording. "This is harassment." "I'm filming this." I pulled out my phone too, dialed 911. "Yes, I need help removing someone from my property. My ex-girlfriend just announced she's engaged to another man and won't leave." "Yes, I own the house." "No, she's not on the lease or deed." "Thank you." Elise's jaw dropped. "You called the police?" "You've got 1 hour, 55 minutes. Update 1. That night, the police arrived in 15 minutes. 2 officers, calm and professional. I showed them my deed, ID, and explained the situation. They looked at Elise with thinly veiled astonishment. "Ma'am, is it true you announced your engagement to another man while living here?" "That's not a crime." "No, ma'am, but if you're not a legal tenant and the homeowner wants you gone." "I've lived here for years. I have rights." "Do you have a lease?" "No, but..." "Do you get mail here?" "Yes." "That doesn't prove tenancy without other factors. Do you pay rent?" "I contribute." I opened my banking app. "Officers, here's my mortgage payments, all from my account. Utilities, all in my name, paid by me. She's never paid a cent." The younger officer looked at Elise. "Ma'am, you told this man you're marrying someone else. Why stay here?" "I need time to sort things out." The older officer sighed. "Sir, she might have some residency claim, but given the circumstances..." "Ma'am, I recommend you pack what you can tonight and leave voluntarily, or this gets legal." Elise started crying, not sad tears, furious ones. "This is so unfair." "Ma'am," the younger officer said, "you announced you're engaged to someone else." "What did you expect?" She called Marcus while packing, yelling into the phone. Apparently, Marcus shared a place with 3 roommates and couldn't take her tonight. She packed 2 duffels and 3 trash bags, live streaming on social media, narrating how I was evicting her for finding love. As she left, she turned to me. "I'll be back for the rest of my stuff. Text me when. It'll be in the driveway. You'll regret this, Ryan." Probably not as much as you'll regret announcing your engagement over dinner. The officers waited until she drove off. In the car I'd been letting her use. More on that later. The older one turned to me. Change your locks tonight. Get cameras if you don't have them. Locksmith's already coming. Smart. Good luck update 2. Next morning I woke to 62 texts, 28 missed calls, and a flood of social media notifications. Marcus, the fiancé, messaged, "Man, that was harsh. She needed time to move properly." "Not cool," I replied. "Man, you proposed to my girlfriend while she lived in my house." "Not cool." Elise's mom, Carol, called at 6:30 a.m. "Ryan, what's this about you kicking Elise out?" "Morning, Carol." "Did she mention she's engaged to Marcus? They've been together for months." Long pause. "She said you were basically roommates. Is that what she told Marcus too?" I'll call you back." She didn't. At noon, Marcus showed up, mid-30s, ponytail, probably drove a hybrid. "We need to talk." "No, we don't. You traumatized Elise. Your fiancé announced your engagement to me at dinner. In my house, where she lived rent-free. She said you knew about us." I laughed. "She said I knew she was cheating?" "It wasn't cheating. You were practically broken up." "News to me." "Look, she needs her furniture." "Her furniture?" "The bedroom set, living room stuff, all mine. I have receipts. She owns clothes, cosmetics, and a 4-year-old laptop. She decorated the place. With my money." Marcus's face flushed. "She's at her sister's now. Do you know how humiliating this is for her?" "For her?" "She announced she's marrying you while living with me. You could have given her time." "To what?" "Plan your wedding in my spare room. We're getting her stuff. All of it. Try it. Make my day." He stormed off. I added 3 more cameras. Update 3. Day 3, Elise went all in. Posted online that I was a controlling ex who evicted her for falling in love with someone who truly valued her. Claimed I'd been manipulative, that she'd been trying to leave for months, but I wouldn't let her. Problem was, I had proof. I posted one reply. "Interesting story. Facts. She announced her engagement to another man while living rent-free in my house. Never paid a bill. Here's her texts from last week saying she loved me." I included screenshots. Her asking for loan payments 2 weeks ago, an "I love you" text from 5 days before her announcement. Her using my card for a spa day with Marcus, I now realized, last month. Her friends commented, "Wait, you were engaged while living there? You said you were separated. This is wild." Then a voicemail from her sister, Lauren. "Ryan, I'm sorry about Elise. I didn't know she was still living with you. She's been bringing Marcus around for months, saying you were done. Mom's furious. Can you put her stuff out so I can grab it?" "It's packed. Come anytime." Now the car situation. Update 4. The car Elise drove was mine, fully paid in my name. I let her use it, but she'd told Marcus it was hers. Day 4, I reported it stolen. She called from the police station after they pulled her over, unable to prove ownership. "Ryan, what's wrong with you?" "Hey, Elise. How's engaged life?" "You reported the car stolen?" "You don't live here and took my car without permission." "That's theft. You let me drive it. When you were my girlfriend. You're Marcus's problem now." "This is crazy. I'm at the police station." "I'll pick up my car." "Marcus can get you. He's working." "Uber's an option." "You're horrible." "I'm practical. You wanted to marry someone else. Congrats, he's your responsibility. Now I retrieved the car." She Ubered to her sister's, $68 per her furious text. I didn't reply. Update 5. Day 6. The escalation. Marcus and 3 friends showed up at 8:45 p.m. "Open the door!" "We're getting Elise's stuff." I called 911. 4 men are trying to break into my house." Marcus pounded on the door. "We know you're there." I put the call on speaker for dispatch to hear. "Leave my property." "You're trespassing. She owns half this stuff." She owns nothing. I have receipts for everything. They tried the back door. Motion lights and cameras caught it all. One friend tried prying the sliding door. Police arrived fast. 4 guys attempting a break-in gets attention. Marcus played victim. He stole my fiancé's belongings. I showed the footage. 4 men trying to force entry. Arrest them, I said. Now, hold on, Marcus started. Attempted breaking and entering, trespassing. I'm pressing charges. The guy who tried the door was cuffed. Marcus and the others got citations and trespass warnings. Return, and it's immediate arrest. Marcus yelled about lawsuits as they took his friend away. I looked him in the eye. Your fiancé lived here rent-free for 2.5 years while cheating with you. I could sue her for back rent. Want to play lawyer? I've got more resources. Update 6. Day 10, the family sit down. Carol, Elise's mom, called, Ryan, can we meet? In person? We met at a cafe. Carol looked drained. I need the full story. I showed her everything. Bank statements proving I paid for it all. Elise's texts about our future days before. The receipt from the fancy dinner the night before her announcement. She'd insisted on it. Now I knew why. Celebrating with my money. Carol's face grew grimmer. She told us you'd been separated for 6 months. We're just roommates. That she was scared to leave because you were erratic. I'm a logistics manager at an engineering firm. I own my home. I never raised my voice to her. I know. She's always done this. In high school, she dated 2 guys at once, convincing each the other was a friend. Her father and I should have acted then. She's 33, Carol. I know. Carol slid an envelope across. This is $5,000. It's not much, but it's something for what she took from you. Carol, I can't. Please. It's an apology from her father and me. We raised this. We own part of it. I took it. Thank you. Marcus is rethinking things, you know. Now that she's at Lauren's, asking him for money constantly, he's seeing what you dealt with. Not my issue anymore. No, it's not. I'm sorry, Ryan. You deserved better. Update 7. Week 3, the collapse. Lauren, Elise's sister, texted, Can we talk? Without Elise knowing. On the call, she's driving me nuts. Won't get a job, won't help out, just sits on social media all day talking about her trauma and wedding plans. Marcus has barely visited. She keeps asking him for cash and he's acting off. Not my problem. I know. How did you handle her so long? I thought I loved her. Love clouds. Judgment. She's telling people you had an open relationship, that you knew about Marcus and were fine until you got jealous. That's new. Ryan, did she ever contribute anything? She cooked sometimes, with my groceries. God, I'm giving her 30 days to leave. Good luck. 2 weeks later, Lauren called again. She won't go. Says I can't kick out family. Sounds familiar. Marcus dumped her. She demanded he pay for everything, got mad when he suggested a job. Then she found out his consulting job is part-time at his mom's firm. He lied about his money. They're made for each other, just neither has any. Karma's something. She's saying she'll sue you for emotional distress and wrongful eviction. Let her try. I've got a solid lawyer. Update 8. Week 5, the legal bluff. I got served papers. Not a real lawsuit, just a cease and desist from a shady lawyer Elise hired, demanding I return her property and pay $50,000 for emotional distress and illegal eviction. My lawyer chuckled. She announced she was engaged to another man while living with you, rent-free, and wants money. That's the claim. Let me handle it. His response was a masterpiece. 3 pages of legal jargon saying essentially, no way. Threatened a countersuit for 2.5 years of back rent, $46,000. Elise's lawyer dropped her instantly. She tried representing herself, filing a 16-page rant about emotional sabotage and love bias. The judge dismissed it in under 5 minutes. The kicker? She listed her address on the court papers. Marcus's roommate's place, now public, after he took her back. Update 9. Week 7, the final play. Marcus called. I need help. That's Rich. Please, she won't leave. She's not on our lease, but she's threatening to claim I assaulted her if we try to make her go. And you want my help, why? You got her out in one night. Yeah, with police and cameras. Marcus, you proposed to another man's girlfriend while she lived with him. You made this mess. She said you were done. And you believed her? While she lived with me? I'm a fool. Yes, you are. Please. Free advice. Get cameras today. Record everything. If she threatens false accusations, catch it on tape. Call the cops first. First to call usually wins. He hung up. Final update. 3 months later, here's the fallout. Elise moved back with her parents. At 33, she's working part-time at a boutique, still posting about her self-discovery journey and being a survivor of toxic abuse. She's engaged again to some guy online in another state, never met in person. Marcus moved back with his parents too. His roommates kicked him out for the drama. His social media's locked, but friends say he posts quotes about learning from errors. Carol and Robert sent me a holiday card with a $2,000 check and a note about therapy to address their enabling. They gave Elise a move-out deadline. Lauren and I became friends. She texts updates, is in therapy too, seeing how family patterns messed up her relationships. Me? I'm good. House is calm. Dating someone new, Sarah owns her place, her car, her career, insists on splitting bills. It's strange how easy it feels with someone who pulls their weight. The best part? Ran into one of Marcus's ex-roommates at a pub. He spilled the full story. Elise convinced Marcus to propose by claiming she was pregnant with his kid while living with me. The timeline didn't add up. She'd have been pregnant while with me. When Marcus realized she lied, he tried to end it. She threatened assault claims. The roommates, without telling her, installed cameras in shared spaces, caught her admitting she was never pregnant and laughing about how easy men are to play. They gave Marcus the footage. He gave it to the police, who escorted her out. She claimed illegal recording. Turns out, shared spaces have no privacy expectation. Karma takes its time, but it's thorough. Looking back, the signs were obvious. Elise hadn't held a steady job in 2 years. Always an excuse, a crisis, big dreams, but no action. That dinner was a blessing. If she'd been subtler, I might have wasted more years. Instead, she got so cocky, she thought I'd let her stay while she planned a wedding with another man. The entitlement was unreal, the delusion bigger. The best revenge? Thriving. My home's clean, bills are lower, stress is gone. I wake up in my own bed, in my own house, with no one else's chaos. Elise? She's everyone else's problem now.